Hello, dynamic stars. Today we are going to do a video on what's coming up for me for in the next 5 months. So what we're doing is we're shuffling on screen because I know some of you like to see that. How has your day been? How has your week been? How has 2019 been? We're moving so quickly, aren't we? I will put the timestamps below so that you can skip right to your pile. But if you want to see the shuffle, here we go. I've already prayed over them, sat with this thought because this is a video requested by one of my many viewers and fans. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of you for coming and supporting this brand new channel. And I do hope you enjoy my readings. And somebody wants to jump, but not letting them jump right now. We're going to be using 3 decks today. We're going to be using the Metu Neter Oracle, the Energy deck, and this one I'm shuffling now is the Ask Your Guides deck by Sonia Choquette. And yeah, I think these are the only 3 that we're going to use today. If I feel like adding another one, I will go with that. Whoop, okay, we had a jumper, so I'm just going to put it right there because clearly that jumped out. Can't do much with that. All right, so oh yeah, might as well. Pile 5. We'll put you over there. This is what is coming up for us in the next 5 months, or what comes in the next 5 months. Just make sure I have everybody even Steven. All right. For my energy deck, I feel like doing another one. And the proper title is Next 5 Months from Now. That's what this reading is. What comes in the next 5 months from now? All right. This is the only deck that has up and down reverse positions, if you will. The energy deck. We already know that jumped out, so that's going straight to pile 5. I guess it gets another one. See, I'm not even paying attention. Do you see that? It's like that just flowed right there. And yes, I feel like the water crystal. Water crystal. Okay. Yes. Definitely going to do the water crystal now. I have a lot of decks right now. I'm currently using 9 decks. And I think I'm just going to stay with that right now. I think I'm good. I know some who have so many decks. 20, 30, 40. I'm good with these at the moment. They speak a language that I understand and feels comfortable for me. This water crystal oracle actually is no longer in print. I actually tried to get more information about it and get another deck recently, and that's how I found out. All right, so here goes our decks, everyone. And if you like the new cloth, let me know. I fell in love with it when I saw it, and then when I put it on the table, I was like, ooh, it's a little busy. All right, so can you see all of our decks? That's deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, deck 4, deck 5. All right, amethyst will go on deck 1, sodalite on deck 2, sunstone on deck 3, black tourmaline on deck 4, and the moonstone for deck 5. All right, so let me let you get a better close-up of that. All right, what do you think about that? Deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, deck 4, and deck 5. All right, sorry to shift you around, but wanted you to get a better shot of that. Okay? All right, here we go. For those who chose deck 1, the amethyst. Our water crystal is blood circulation, Hado. Then we have shadow, divine healers. Our energy card in reverse is door to personal healing and happiness. And then our Metu Neter cards, which do not have reverse position. We have Geb tu Ma'at, Ma'at tu Ma'at, Sheps tu Ma'at, Oser Temchayas. Our question is, what comes next? What comes in the next 5 months? So 5 months from now. This is a timeless reading. Let me just take in these cards for a moment. I want to start with our reverse card. The energy card is door to personal healing and happiness in reverse, like I said. So that says, you may be feeling stuck where your personal intentions are concerned. Self-mastery and discipline may be hard to achieve right now, or specific plans for personal change may be blocked. Remember that your intentions need to be clear and unconflicted. Whatever you're working on, you need to know that you are capable of achieving it and that you deserve it. Put your heart into the plans and changes you desire and realize that you are worth your own time and effort. The new beginning you seek will come with your own focus and patient determination. So clearly, 5 months from now, you might be hitting some sort of block. So because you already know that going forward, you know what to do to try and minimize this. Because once you know something, you can start working on it to push that further out or just totally ameliorate it, get rid of it completely. Now we're going to look at Shadow Divine Healers, which is our Ask Our Guides card. So that is anger, vengeance, violation, spite. Although no one likes to admit it, we all have our dark sides and shadows, those less than flattering facets of our personality that take delight in abusing and shaming others and wielding power in the most unfair ways. So clearly with what's going on there, that you're not clear on your intentions, things are not going right, just that whole fog, probably because there's some things that you need to work on, that shadow side of yourself, the things, the inner demons, those, triggers, Your divine healers are present now to help you witness your shadow lovingly, making you aware that it's actually contempt for yourself and your vulnerability that fuels such hostility towards others. Yes, so you're getting stagnant, you're getting all kinds of agita in the next 5 months because I guess during the springtime, from now until spring, if you're not mindful, those things that are just you, the things that, may not be the best part of you are coming out. Somebody's triggering them. Some situation is really getting on you and you're just, in your feelings about it. And it's coming straight out, no filter whatsoever. Part of how you can help heal yourself is by checking your blood, making sure everything is okay, going to the doctor, ensuring that your circulation is fine. I'm also feeling oxygenation. Make sure that you're not doing that shallow breathing where, it's just like really, really quick breathing and in your upper chest. Try to breathe from your tantien, from the lower stomach, sort of like baby breathing, belly breathing. And that will help to bring more oxygen into your system so that you don't go into the emotions. Because a lot of times when you breathe from your upper chest, it really puts you in straight emotions. As soon as you do some deep breathing, everything calms down. So that's the first and foremost thing. So all of this is speaking directly to here, the Metu Neter reading. Geb to Ma'at is all about the health. When we see Geb, we're like, okay, are you getting enough sleep? Are you getting enough exercise? Are you eating properly? Those are the things that come up. And because we just talked about blood circulation and oxygenation, how much exercise are you getting? Are you too sedentary? Because yeah, we're coming out of winter, going into spring, heading into summer. And this reading is about what's coming next in the next 5 months, right? So if we're not careful, what we've done here in late winter going into spring is going to affect us there. And for you, it is most definitely paying attention to the health, to the emotions, to how you're breathing, to holding on to the breath. The breath seems to be extremely important for you because sometimes you just need to take a breath before you say something, before you do something. Because since you already know that in 5 months, if you don't watch it, you're just going to be at an obstacle because of all of the things that have already happened. Stop now. Take the breath now so that maybe you can go, all right, I need to see what's happening. Maybe I can respond to this differently. I don't have to react. I can respond. I can sit back. I can think about it, choose the different options, weigh out my, concerns, and then move forward with the one that I think is best. Or you could even talk to somebody else before you engage in a situation that could create this problem for you later on. And that's where this ma'at to ma'at comes in. Once you're doing the things that will help you to really get yourself in hand, you're going to be able to see the big picture. You're going to be able to understand, all right, this goes here, this goes there, this goes there. Yes, but the priority is that over there, which really isn't on the table. But because I am now calm and I'm looking at things from a higher point of view, from the top level, if you will, from a bird's eye view, I'm seeing where all of these things could go. And you can't get that bird's eye view of any situation if you're upper chest breathing, breathing shallowly, just not breathing at all, or just reacting and emoting. And that's something that I know is hard. Because when that thing hits and then you get triggered, it's like, okay, let's get to swinging. No, you can't do that. Got to calm down. Even in corporate America, no matter where you are, in church, in the organization that you're a part of, that you work on, all of that, you just have to calm down. And here's the thing. Just because you're doing that doesn't mean everybody else is going to do that. And just because you're now pulling yourself in line, do not expect it. Do not anticipate others will. You have to do what you have to do, and it doesn't matter what anybody else does. That's also part of this. Part of what you're being asked to do is you're really being asked to not look outside of yourself, really look at your own stuff, deal with your stuff, be calm with it, and it doesn't matter what anybody else has to say, what they think. This is about how you're doing things, and you don't have to react to anybody else. You might get a fabulous reaction, and people are like, oh my God, what are you doing? I mean, you're so different. Great. Do not let it take you off and put you into another cycle of, getting triggered by something else. For you, you have to watch yourself and really, evolve. It's time to level up on just being the best person that you can be. That's what this reading is pointing to. And with this here, you have Sheps to Ma'at. Sheps to Ma'at is the revered ones who have passed on. People maybe like your great grandma who was, an elder in the church, a deaconess in the church, a minister, someone who really, really had faith, who just when they walked in a room, you could feel their energy and their peacefulness. These are those types of people who have passed on. And in this positive state, your people that passed on are really, really rooting for you. They are there. They're just really like stroking your shoulder and encouraging you to now begin this awakening. I wouldn't go as far as spiritual awakening, but going to the next level of your development. And they're here to support you. And this is the card that we're talking about. Oser Tem Chayes. So this goes right along with here. If you don't do this work, what is forecast by the energy card is exactly what's going to happen, because Oser Tem Chayes, Oser is God, man on earth, God on earth. Think of him as Jesus, just another archetype. How did Jesus walk the earth? Again, trying to help others, sharing the story of love, so on and so forth. What's the opposite of that? You're not sharing love. You're doing what you want to do. You're kind of, I won't say selfish, but focused on self is probably the better way to say it, because I don't get that you're selfish, the people who chose this. It's just you're focused on the things that are important to you. And sometimes that completely excludes X, Y, and Z. Not everybody, because there are some who are in an alignment with you. So you're going to help those because it helps you. So that's why I'm not saying selfish, but you're focused on the things that are important to you. So by keeping that focus, that will take you into this whole issue in 5 months. So focus on your health, getting your breathing together, maybe doing some deep breathing, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at nighttime. I don't know what's convenient for you. Maybe taking 5 minutes at lunchtime to just do some deep breathing to calm you down, so that you can see and won't react the way you normally react. Maybe there's a situation, a promotion that's coming up at your job, or just something that you want to get, or something that you want to achieve, but these personal quirks of yours could be holding you back. So go ahead and look and see what in your life needs really pulling back and ratcheting down. And that's what this reading is pointing to. This is your emotional landscape to allow things to come in that will be of benefit to you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And please take a look at some of my other videos. I do have a video called What Comes Next? So go check that out, and hope to see you back. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose Deck 2, the Sodalite, our water crystal is Sambu Ichi Yushi Spring Water. And then we have Compromise Master Teacher, our energy card. It is upright, it is envy, and we have Geb Tu Chayas, Heteru Tu Ma'at, Dark Disease Tem Chayas, and Sebek Tem Chayas. All right. Just want to take a look at my energy card there. I'm sorry, the water crystal card. Earth, Sambu Ichi. This is one of the purest sources of water in Japan. Melted snow runs off the peaks of the Yatsugatake and seeps into the ground to emerge as spring water. This is the essence of the true beauty of nature. So this is the purest form of water on earth, uncontaminated by man, the environment, all of that. So we're starting from a very, very high place here for you for the next 5 months, or what comes in the next 5 months here. We're trying to go for that. That is our lodestone. So let's start with that, or keep that in your hat, shall we say. Then we're going to go to our Ask Our Guides card, which is Compromise Master Teacher. And that is Concession, fairness, democracy, neutrality. Your master teacher is reminding you that nothing is entirely good or bad, even people, and that every person has their own version of reality, which may not necessarily agree with yours. Instead of arguing with or feeling wronged by those who refuse to submit to your point of view, give up your righteous and rigid demands and broaden your perspective to include the interest of those you struggle with now. So we already see this is why we need this purity. This is why we need to start from that beginning point, almost as a newborn would start in the world. You don't want to have these preconceived notions. You want to go in pure, clean, without any biases, without any, well, he said this, said that. No, compromise. So let's go next to our energy card, which is envy in its upright position. And that is, this shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins and pearls in the other. She stands in a silver room looking out into a golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shining prosperity she sees elsewhere. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction. This card upright is telling you to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life. And now is the time to shift your focus. Because when you envy others, it attracts more to them and not you. And really pay attention to all of the things that you do have. So our message already is kind of really clear. You have to start off from this place almost as if you are a newborn babe, because that's what I keep feeling. It's almost as if you have to go back to the drawing board. Why? Because there are a lot of things that you're doing. I feel that the person who chose this or the persons who chose this deck, you're very, very, very much opinionated. You know what you want. You know how you want it. You're very sure in everything that you do. This goes here, that goes there, and I don't want this here, and I don't need this here, and I know best. That is the energy that I'm feeling. Very meticulous, very precise, very orderly mind, which is an absolutely beautiful thing, because the world needs that order, that structure, because it helps others find their way. Now, with that said, sometimes things can go into an extreme, no matter how good it is. And what this reading is already telling you is, it's time now to come more towards the middle. It's now time to compromise. It's now time to begin going, well, yes, this does stay here. However, I can see your point, and maybe it could go over here. It's all right. Maybe we could do that. That kind of looks nice, right? And we can play with it. And even if it doesn't look really great there, maybe you can leave it there for a couple of hours, a couple of days. And then maybe we can compromise and go back and put it there. Or maybe we could put it on the side and then stick that right there. But do you see my point? This is not so much you have to stop being you. This is more about, let's kind of try to be flexible. Flexibility is a big deal here. And with this envy, you're seeing things from other people or about other people that you wish you could have. But the only reason why you don't have the things that they have is because of the mental rut, if you will, that you have kept yourself in. And you can get out of that rut by trying new things, exploring, being flexible. And we're going to go right now to the Metu Neter, which is Geb Tuchayas, which is, again, the physicality of things, the physical health. And I wouldn't say this is physical health of the body. More, for me, this reading feels this is the physical or the emotional health, the emotional equanimity that you need to have. Because yes, maybe you need to sleep a little bit more, maybe you need to do a little jogging, but it feels more like this is more about taking yourself to the sauna. This is more about taking yourself to the spa. This is more about you doing things that you enjoy, things that will release any tensions that you might be feeling, that you might be having. This Geb is, look at all the like fruits there, and he's got this beautiful bird here. It's about also enjoyment and reveling in things that are physical. This to me is more about going to a salt spa and just sitting there and taking in the positive ions, releasing some of these emotional baggages that you might have kept for whatever reason. You don't need it anymore. So in order to prevent your next 5 months, sometime in the summer, if you're watching this right now, but whenever you watch this, it'll be 5 months from now, to prevent that crotchetiness. That's the only word that I'm getting with this envy card, because it might not be envy, or it might not show up as envy. It might just show up as crotchetiness, just grouchiness, just general surliness, where it's just like, nah, what's so great about it? What's so great about it? Almost like a Scrooge-like energy, So get away from that. And then we go right into Heteru Tuma'at. So take care of yourself, love yourself, self-nurture. Go to a party, go dancing. You don't even have to go out. You can go in your living room, in your bedroom, throw off your clothes or put on whatever you feel like and just dance your heart away to your favorite music. Doesn't matter if you dance well or not. Nobody's watching. It's just you. Dance with your cat. Dance with your dog. Sing with your birds. You get the point? Let go. Cut loose. Enjoy. Because this sounds like somebody who's held on and been responsible and been the adult. Now it's time not to. Now it's time to relax a little bit. Not saying, stop doing all the things that you're doing, which made you such a reliable person, but give yourself a break. Cut yourself some slack so that in the next 5 months, you're not going in with this, oh boy, now I got to do this because I've already gotten myself here and people are feeling this way. No, work your way to this enjoyment, and people are going to be like, but you're nice. What's going on? What happened? You get laid? You might get something like that happening, because if you start doing some of these things, people are going to really notice a difference in you. And we're going here into this now. This is the part of, if you don't do these things, this is what's going to happen. So, of course, Dark Deceased Temchayas and Sebek Temchayas. Of course, our negative cards here. Dark Deceased Temchayas. These are unenlightened thoughts, unenlightened beings coming to bother you. Sometimes, those gut feelings we have, or those little thoughts that we get in our heads, sometimes those are not all our thoughts. Thoughts are things that float from head to head. And sometimes someone who has passed on, somebody who didn't have that much light, maybe didn't go to church, maybe didn't have a spiritual practice, they just lived life, enjoyed life, passed on, and they see you're already a little on the surly side, or very rigid and have very specific thoughts, and they're like, gotcha. And they're going to come over and give you a thought that sounds just like you, and you're going to think it's yours, and you're going to run with it, okay? And Sebek Tem Chayes, Sebek is all about the words of words of words of words. So Sebek is going to be like, oh, so you have that already rotten idea from this person who already had a bad life, and now he's trying to make your life bad, or she's trying to make your life bad. Sebek in its negative state is going to give you more stuff to add on to that. Well, yeah, why don't you eat that whole cake? It's only a 6-inch. It's not that bad. You might as well buy 2 because, it's only 6 inches. Meanwhile, 6 and 6 is 12. So now you got a whole cake and you're really jacking yourself up. But, if you're not really thinking about it, that logic sounds pretty good. And then if you stretch it out over a few days, hey, we're not really doing bad at all, just as long as we exercise. But we're a little bit too tired to exercise today because, we did all of that work. Yeah. And you see, you kind of talk yourself into this negative downward spiral. And that's the thing that we want to get away from. So focus on the sambuichi, the purity, the straight from, the gods, the heavens, coming through the mountain and giving us a pure essence. That is what the focus of your reading is. Because if you focus on that and compromise and get away from, oh, wow, look at them, they have such and such, or, I wish I had that. Get away from that. Focus on compromise and purity, getting back to the heart of the matter, okay? That's what you need to focus on. Taking care of yourself, doing good things for yourself, dressing nicely, taking a little bit extra care of yourself will prevent all of this other stuff from happening, so that in 5 months from now, everything is going to be okay because you've changed you. All right. I do hope this reading resonated with you for those who chose deck 2. And please do like, share, and subscribe. And I would love if you checked out another one of my videos. I'd have a pick a card video on life purpose. Maybe you might enjoy that. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Those who chose deck 3, the sunstone. We have self-love. We have imagination, inner child. And we have action. And the only card that has an upright or reverse position would be my energy card. And it is upright today. Woo! Alrighty. So we are going to look at action first, because we already know what self-love is, but let's get the message from here and then go that way today. All right. For action, we have, of course, it is now time for more aggressive forward movement. The galloping horses represent intentional and concerted action directed to your goals. You are being reminded that you are on the right track, but your determined efforts must increase. The white horse is inner action of spirit and thought. The black one is the outer work that still needs to be done. So continue taking action and trust your intuition. In time, you'll break through and see the results you've been working so hard to create. And this is a beautiful, beautiful card. You see? So you already can see what they're saying here. You've got to push, push, push. So for you, for the next, what's coming for you in the next 5 months is a lot of wonderful things. So let's ramp up now so that when we hit that 5 months, you're already on pace and doing what you need to do. And with this inner child imagination card that you got for your Ask Your Guides deck, that is number 7. Lucky number 7. That is a great number also. Nocturnal dreams, daydreaming, reference, fantasy. Your divine inner child spirit is knocking at your door, inviting you to step away from serious life with too much work and drudgery and allow yourself some well-deserved playtime. Your life is presently over-controlled by others' needs and much too burdened with responsibilities. And you're losing touch with your inspiration and creativity. You have to take time to daydream, fantasize, wonder, and explore. So in order for you to take the actions that you need to take, you need to have all of your creative juices flowing. So this is not opposites. You have to take the action that you need to take for the project you're working on, that you might have a deadline for, probably do have a deadline for, but you need that joy, you need that wonder, you need the ability to go, well, what if? Because that's the thing. As adults, sometimes that adult pessimism just seeps right in And we don't wonder what if and what would happen maybe if this could be this way. We don't look at the world with that, joy that a kid looks at it. And that's the problem. You need that creativity in order for you to do what you have to do, to take the actions that you need to do, to put that business plan in place so that all of the areas that need to be covered are covered. And yes, it's work. And yes, it may be controlled by others. However, you add a spark that only you can provide. And that is what this is telling you to do, to go back into it. And if you need to take time and pull back from certain things or explain to people, hey, in order for this to get done, I need to do this, this, and this. And that might be, maybe you're putting a business plan together for, I don't know, creating some new type of entertainment experience for later on this year. But you'll have to do the research and go and look and test audience responses to things. That might sound fun, but it's work. But yeah, you might have a good time while doing it. But you have to explain to people that this is what needs to be done in order to get things done and moving for the project. And that you are taking, determined, diligent action. You also have to have self-love. I want to read that to you there. It's one of our wisdom cards in the Water Oracle deck. And I already kind of have a sense. I'm feeling that, but I want to just read directly from here. If we are unable to love ourselves, we cannot truly have the ability to love others. We must shine, in other words, radiate energy. Otherwise, we cannot resonate with others. And that's precisely the point. You have to really enjoy what you're doing. And that is part of the whole imagination piece. Because you love that project. Yes, it's self-love, but you've got to be able to love the project, or else you wouldn't have gotten this imagination inner child and bringing that wonderment out. You have a love that channels this thing, the thing that you're working on. And that is what's going to make the project as a whole successful. And you already know this. You are a very self-aware person, whoever chose this. And this is why you are really going towards this path of, at some point, self-employment. That's what it looks like to me. And you're kind of doing both things at this time. You got one foot over here, with the, the probably more traditional 9 to 5 or punching a clock or some sort of job where you have to be there at a certain time. And you're doing this other project on the side. So this is why the determined effort. This is why you have to have the imagination, because you're being pulled in a lot of ways. And here we're going with the Metu Neter. Amen, Tema'at. You're not sleeping. You are so not sleeping. You're burning the candle at both ends. Child, I don't know what to tell you, because at this point, you got to make it happen, because they're asking you to keep moving forward. You got to keep pushing. So you're going to have to do things that will help yourself. If you take some melatonin before you go to bed, that will help to calm your brain down so it's not racing as much, so that you can get a little sleep. Talk to your doctor about it. Do some research on it. Melatonin, it will help you. There are other things, homeopathic remedies that you can look at that will help to slow your brain down so you can get to sleep at whatever time it is you have to go to sleep. Maybe you might want to take a power nap. So go to bed maybe earlier in the evening, get in a good 3-4 hours, get up, do some work, because you got that energy, you're refreshed, and then go back down for a couple of power hours. You know what I mean? You got to make it work for you. Figure out a schedule, because right now you're in go mode. So you got to manage the body's need for sleep and energy. And also with this Amen Tema'at, try not to get triggered too much, because of the sleep deprivation, because you're just doing a lot, you might snap at people because you're just tired. So just be mindful of that. Sekret to Ma'at, structure, planning, focus. So that's that whole business plan I was talking about. Just get it done. You're cracking on it. You're working on it. If you need to get some help, farm out different aspects of it if you need to, and make sure you stay on track with the parts that have to be done, and make sure everything is thought out appropriately. Run it by a few other people to make sure that you catch anything that might not be quite right. Because with Sekret is the foundation. She is the bones of a situation, the skeleton. So if that skeleton is flawed, you're going to have problems for the life of that project. So this is what Sekret to Ma'at is telling you. Make sure you get really, really structured. Make sure that you get everything that you need done and looked at. Nekabet Hetep, you are very, very, very open. You're getting a lot of great psychic hits, intuitions, gut reactions. Things are coming to you, which is great. It's great. But make sure you try and get some sleep, because this will go off. Because when you're not sleeping, or when you're not trying to manage that sleep appropriately, sometimes the intuition will get a little buggery, okay? And we have this Tahuti Temchayas, which is the wisdom. Tahuti is the mouthpiece of God in the Kemetic system. So he gets the words directly from God and gives it to people. He actually does not speak. He telepathically gives you information, Tahuti. Thoth, it's also called, this deity. And in its negative state, the intuitions, just like I was saying here, are off. You're not getting the correct download. So watch this. In order to correct this, stop. Take a few days, maybe not weeks, but take a few days to relook at it. Make sure, get expert advice, because that's also here. Maybe there's a flaw in the system and you're not aware of it because you're not an expert in that area. Go and find somebody who is, to elucidate what that issue is, so that you can properly take action on it. All right. So this could be a bit of a bottleneck, but you can get past it by getting, these, intuitive hits about what you can do. And maybe those intuitive hits will direct you to the right person, the right organization, the right resource. Okay. Because that's what we need here. We need some expert advice. So I hope this reading has been helpful for you. Good luck on that project. Please tell me how this comes out, because this really, really reads to me like new project, new adventure, something really wonderful and creative in the entertainment industry, music, fashion, any of those things, because you're using a lot of diverse talents and energies. And good luck and ashe to you, okay? Please do like, share, and subscribe. If you like this reading, maybe you might like my life purpose video. Please go and check that out, all right? Thanks so much. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose deck 4, the black tourmaline, we have harmony. We have new life, divine mother. We have fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Oh, like sitting here going, what happened? And then we have Osir Tu Chayes, Ma'at Tu Chayes, Sebek Tu Chayes, Osir Hetep. All right, just looking at this, and of course the new life, divine mother. Are you pregnant? Are you expecting? Everything looks like that to me here, boy. And we need harmony in order to develop things, because if this is not, a new life in pregnancy, then it is a new project, a new home, a new, maybe you're adopting, maybe you're getting married. Big, big things in life that are changing, okay? So new life is number 48. What a beautiful balanced number. I love that. Conception, pregnancy, children, birth, whether you're a man or a woman, your feminine, earthy side is in full bloom. The wishes, dreams, and desires you've carried in your heart are now gestating in the divine womb and are coming into fruition. If you're a woman, this signals a time of conception, pregnancy, and birth. If you're a man, this is a time for your creativity to take form in the real world. If you're married or partnered, this may signal that children is on the way. Whatever you seek to create, it's happening. The song in your heart will find its voice. Okay? New life is on the way. So, let's go right over to Wisdom, Harmony. That is our Water Oracle card. And just so you can see it up close, new life. You see all of that? So, this is quite straightforward. So, harmony is, where is it? It's disappeared on me. Anyway, I'm just going to go with how I'm feeling with this card here. You have to maintain this harmoniousness. You have to enjoy and keep yourself really, really, really in a watery, beautiful state, because even if you are not pregnant, even if you're not, bringing actual new life, the project that you're working on requires this being able to flow, being able to enjoy and go with the flow with the people around you, so that everything, your temperament, your energies, your blood pressure doesn't go up the roof, okay? This is keeping everything in balance, relaxed, flowing. This is how this reading is pointing out, because we do have this energy card in reverse, and it's the fourth chakra. That is number 38. And that is, it indicates that there are some blocks in the flow of your heart center energy. Perhaps it's an old sense of abandonment or grief of a broken heart lingering from a long past event. Whether it's recent or not, this block energy stops you from caring for yourself and attracting love from others. And it can create an undercurrent of unhappiness that permeates your life. You have to meditate on increasing light in your heart center and calling on Angel Raphael to help you to begin healing and to bring clarity and to love yourself and give yourself the approval you need. Okay? So this is a card. It is in reverse, but let me show you what it looks like. Now, okay. Do you see the beautiful green light at Raphael's heart center? That's what we need from you. So going back to the harmony that I was saying, this very much all goes in flow. If you are not kind of doing that whole flowy, relaxed thing, you're going to go into this problem. And if you're already in that problem, being flowy and relaxed will help to bring you out of it. There's a lot of information out in the world from various cultures that speaks about dance and movement having a healing effect on pregnant women, on people in general. There are certain movements that allow the body to release tensions, that allow the body to relax and to enjoy. Maybe you should start researching these things, because movement by itself is a beautiful thing. Rhythmic, relaxing, slow movement. Nothing crazy, nothing strenuous, just something that will keep you moving. A slow kind of a roll. You know what I mean? That's what I keep feeling with this reading. The energy here is sort of like a slow samba dance. You know what I mean? Just like a rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-poof, but slow and relaxed, and the waist and the hips are moving gently, not rough, just to keep that energy going, because that will align your chakras and balance all of them, including the heart chakra. And your Metu Neter cards are going right in that line. What's crazy, you have Osir Tuchayas at the beginning, and you have Osir Hetep at the end. Beginning and end is all about being at peace, being relaxed, being joyful, because Oser is God. God is love. God is joy and bliss. There is nothing in this reading at all that says be upset, be painful, be in pain, have anxiety. No, 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 no. There is not one negative card here. This is saying you had some pain before. Maybe you had a miscarriage previously, or maybe you had a couple. Do not worry about any of that right now. You worry about this budding, beautiful life, this budding project, and you focus on making this the best yet. Whether it is a new birth, whether it is the new project, this is brand new. Nothing came before, and you are using that slow roll samba to enjoy yourself. Ma'at tu chayes. This is all about love. Giving, seeking nothing in return, unconditional love. You're giving love to this project. You're giving love to this new life that is forming. Sebek tu chayes. You're giving yourself the right thoughts, the right beliefs, the right words. I am going to make sure that I take my prenatal vitamins. I'm going to make sure that I sit down and do the business plan, sketch out the bones of that plan. I'm going to talk to people about this idea and kind of get some feedback. Maybe I'll do a quick poll online to see what's going on. Don't give out the whole idea, but just get some feedback. That's what this is about. This is about engaging, being social, enjoying and communicating, having an interaction so that you can stay at peace and that you can bring the goodness from all into this project, into this new life that's forming. So I wish you all well. And it's lovely and interesting to think that this reading has the black tourmaline. This absorbs negativity. This helps to remove psychic attack. This helps you to just ground yourself. So maybe you need to have some black tourmaline in your life at this time so that 5 months from now, when you are really focused on this, when this hits, because you have already done this work, because you have been flowing and harmonious, your body is ready. So 5 months from now, you're probably going to get pregnant. But set yourself up right. Make your body a fertile place by being harmonious and joyful so that in 5 months, boom, there it is. And guess what? Everything is beautiful because your body is in harmony. You are in harmony. It is going to be beautiful because you're going to be beautiful because you're putting yourself in a state of pure, unadulterated happiness and bliss with unconditional love. And you're giving yourself the right thoughts and the right words. Okay? You're self-talking yourself and boosting yourself up. And that's what this is all about. Whether it is a new life or a new project, that's what you have to do. You have to bring joy to the situation. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I wish you all the best. I mean, this is such a beautiful energy. The energy I'm feeling right now, I'm just like, ooh, I just want to float on this. This is a beautiful reading. And if you can get into this cool, light energy, you could do whatever it is you set your mind to. Just as that New Life Divine Mother card says, anything. But you've got to put yourself in this state and stay here. So you're going to have to put things in place in your life. Literally put it in your phone and have alarms go off to remind you to do certain things. If you need to do that, do that. Because guess what? That's Sebek. That's it. He kind of left brains the right brain stuff. So, okay, if you have to tell yourself, oh, I need to dance for 5 minutes, put it in your phone. Left brain for a right brain thing. Got it? All right. Thanks so much. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And maybe you might like some of my other videos. I do have videos about life purpose. That's been very popular. And also what comes next. Please do check them out. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. For those of you who chose Deck 5, the Moonstone, we have Coral Reef and Business Venus. Oh yeah, we had two Step 5, business, celebration, joy guides. And then we have the door to value in reverse. Heru, Temat. Heru, Tumaat, Wajet, Temchayas, Sebek, Hetep. All right. Door to value in reverse. Not a big fan of that one. I don't like seeing that one like that. Why? You'll see why in 1 second. Because the things that you want may not be coming as quickly. Door to value, new beginnings in finance or career. When this card is in reverse, it signifies a partial or perhaps even potentially complete closing of the door. The hoped for new opportunity where money or career is concerned may be delayed or possibly even derailed. Don't be disheartened. This card reverse reminds you not to put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your interests and your efforts and let your intuition guide you to the next open doorway. In the meantime, open your heart and your mind to the other sources of value in your life. Money is a commodity, but so are time, tranquility, and love. Choose to open the doors of these wonderful experiences yourself and find the real value there. Then we have 2 cards, because I don't know if you watched me shuffle earlier. This was the deck where, we had 2 jumpers out here, okay? And then this just added. So this deck here, we can see why. Because in 5 months from now, an opportunity that you may have wanted may not be there for you. So I guess Spirit wanted you to have some extra messages on what to do, how to maneuver, how you should be feeling about this. All right. So let's get ourselves going with this one here. We've got business and celebration for Ask Your Guides, number 52 and number 14. So let's go with business, Venus, money, profits, bargaining, negotiating. The abundantly prosperous and infinitely loving goddess Venus delights in guiding you in your business and money-making matters. As the goddess of love and relationship, she affirms that at heart of all success in business, you'll find good relationships between people who trust one another. And that's now what I'm getting here. I want to go right to celebration and joy guides, because how I'm feeling is this opportunity that you may not get could be because somebody tried to stab you in the back. Because I'm seeing here, Heru Tema'at with this Heru Tuma'at Wajet Temchayas. Right about here, if you're not careful, this is kind of a snake in the grass kind of a person. So watch the business people that you're around, or watch the people that you're around, because they could be there taking all of your ideas and then run off and take the project from you. So watch for snakes, all right? Very, 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 very clearly. Right down here, all about people who smile and laugh in your face and all of that good stuff. And this Wajet Tema'at or Temchayas, the 3 dots, Temchayas, they're planning. They got something else going on. All right. Let's go to celebration, joy guides, number 14. All right. Alignment, harvest, bonding, marriage. You're entering a period of great expansion and celebration. Your joy guides are at hand, ushering you into a season of abundance and celebration and hospitality. You're loved, accepted, and trusted by those around you. This is a time when life gives back to you. You may become engaged or get married, receive a promotion, land a deal, or just get a long-awaited lucky break. Whatever you desire, your joy guides are urging you to prepare for, because it's surely coming. Yep. Everything is going your way, but you got this snake in the grass kind of person here. And that's what troubles here. So you've got to sit down right now, figure out who and what is going on. Or if it's not outside of you, even though it really, really feels like it's outside of you, check to make sure there's something inside of you that isn't sabotaging your efforts, because self-sabotage is a real thing. And maybe, just maybe, go to counseling. If you feel that that is something that could be an issue, go to counseling. Find somebody to talk to. They have great services online. You can talk to somebody. The Psychology Today has lists of licensed practitioners, and just let them know, hey, I'm working on a project, so on and so forth. I just kind of want to, I know it's not a quick process, but I wanted to, at least begin the process. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes just by beginning a process, it will allow certain things to come out. Want to go here. Heterotema. She is all about pleasure and enjoyment in its positive state. She is the one that gives us great movies, the entertainment industry, models, all of that. In its negative state, just think about all of those things I just said in its negative state. And that's exactly what this is here. So you've got somebody who is smiling up in your face and doing all of that stuff. But like I said, they got their own will, they got their own ideas, they got their own thoughts. So when you have this person here who's like all about, that was fun, that was good, that was exciting, that was good. And then they have their own mind about certain things. They're not telling you everything they're thinking about, right? And they're like, wait. Maybe if I pull such and such, and if I go over there and I start talking to something, smiling in your face, but they got their own thing going on and they working behind your back. And then we got to Sebek in its positive state. We got it as Hetep. So that is, he could go here, he could go there, he could go wherever he wants. We like saying that he's going to be positive, but with all of this other stuff going on, he could go either way. So this person could go either way. They could help you or they can hinder you. So this is why I'm saying I really feel like this is somebody outside of you that you got to watch and weed them out now, so that in 5 months, your deal, your thing that you created doesn't get taken from you or whisked away or, something else. So really, really look at your crew and pull back. Maybe you should stop talking about the new ideas and keep them off to yourself. Just, use them, be as crafty as they are, use them for what you need them for, and lock up all your stuff. Anything that is your property, your intellectual property, you lock it down now. Get it incorporated. Go and copyright it. Whatever you need to do. Protect your stuff. All right? You really got to do this. And then with coral reef earth, think about our coral reefs. They are they are being decimated by humans, by man. Okay? This oracle is just speaking so vividly and viscerally, because we have seen in this past 2 years denuded coral reefs. They go from being bright and vibrant due to, human interference. They go to white, complete white, dead. What are we talking about here? We're talking about your thriving project and business possibly being denuded in white by the hand of man. Do you see how this reading is pointing out? This is what we're saying. So you already got this. You understand what I'm saying. For those of you who chose this deck, protect your stuff. Protect yourself. Watch who's around you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this resonated with you. And please do like, share, and subscribe. I do have another video, What Comes Next, one of my most popular videos. Maybe you can check that out as well. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.